Good morning, yogis. We're going to do a short sequence for hip opening today, and this is Yaz that will be our model for the day. You can start in a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. If you'd like a longer sequence, you can do 3 Surya A's and 3 Surya B's prior to starting, but it's not necessary. Begin to focus on your breath, bringing your attention to the breath, engaging Ujjayi breathing, breathing through the back of the throat, creating heat from the inside out. Bring your chin toward your chest and begin to lift the head up slowly. And then start to bring the right hand behind you and left hand outside of the right knee. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale as you twist deeply. Start to come back to the center and start to switch sides. Left hand comes behind you, right hand comes outside of the left knee. Lengthening on all of your inhales and twisting deeper on the exhales. Come back to the center and walk the hands forward as you fold forward over your legs. Let the head be loose. Press the hands down as you push the hips down behind you. Take inventory of the body. Notice how the lower back feels, the hips, the quads. And just keep that in mind as we go through the practice. Always honoring the body first and doing whatever the body allows you to do. Begin to walk the hands back, slowly uncurling the spine. Then uncross your legs, bring the hands behind you, lean back on the hands, on the arms, separate your feet as wide as your mat, and let your knees rock from side to side like windshield wipers. The knees are not stacking. The legs are creating a pinwheel type shape. And now start to bring your knees over to the right and hold them there. You can stay in this position or you can take it toward a twist, bringing the left arm around, bringing the forearms to the ground so that you're facing the back. If elbows on the floor are too much, you can do it with straight arms, hands on the floor. Begin to unwind and start to come into the other side, lowering your knees over to the left. And maybe taking the twist, taking whatever variation you did on the first side, staying upright or turning to the back, elbows or hands on the floor as you turn. Start to unwind and come back to the center, sitting upright, knees up. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch and let your knees open up to the sides for Baddha Konasana. You can start with the feet further away from you so it's not so tight and close. You can frame your feet with your hands. You can open up your feet like pages of a book and then start to fold forward. Wherever your body allows you to go, let the head be loose. Let the shoulders relax, and let the knees be heavy. Start to uncurl your spine as you come back. Bring your knees together to touch. Bring the hands behind you, lean back again on the hands this time, and then cross your right ankle over your left knee. Rock the legs out from side to side. Loosening up the hip joints. Noticing the hip flexors. Noticing how everything feels. The movement can be slow or fast. Whatever you need for your body. Take a few more side to sides, and then use your right ankle to start to pull the left knee over to the right, coming all the way down as far as you can go. Then lift the chest to even out the shoulders, right shoulder pulling forward, left shoulder pulling back. Come back to the center, uncross the leg, and then bring the left ankle over your right knee and begin to rock your legs out here, side to side. And you may notice that your two sides are different, and that's okay. Sometimes one side needs a little bit more love than the other. Now start to bring your right knee over to the left, using the left ankle to pull the right knee down. Going as far as you can, and then starting to work on the upper body, lengthening through the spine, evening out the shoulders as much as possible. Bring it back to the center, uncross the legs. Bring your left leg out in front of you, and then hug your right knee in. Interlace the fingers and pull the knee in, lifting the chest as much as possible. Then start to come onto your back, lying down. Right knee pulls in toward the armpit, so maybe bring the knee over to the right a little bit more. Press the neck and shoulders down, and keep the left leg active. Release the grip and extend the right leg up toward the ceiling, interlacing the fingers behind the right leg. Pull the toes down as you push the heel up toward the ceiling. Let the neck and shoulders relax. And if you feel comfortable, walk the hands up a little bit higher and maybe pull the leg in a little bit closer. Release the grip, bend your right knee, bring your left hand outside of the right knee and right arm out to the side or over your head to the back. Then start to bring your right knee over to the left and look to the right. We'll do a yin pose here called cat pulling its tail. So bend the left knee and start to reach your right hand toward your left foot. If it's too intense, just hold it where it is. We'll hold this for 1 minute. In the yin practice, we tend to hold poses 2 to 8 minutes. But for brevity, we'll just do 1. You can always pause the video and hold it for longer if it feels appropriate. We're halfway through. Maybe see if you can go a little bit deeper. And if you physically can't go deeper, visualize yourself going deeper. 10 more seconds here. And slowly start to come back out. You can hug the knees in, bring your hands to your knees, take circles with your knees in both directions, whatever feels good and appropriate for your body. And then start to bring the right foot down, straightening out the right leg, interlacing the fingers over the left knee, pulling the left knee in toward your body, slightly over to the left toward your armpit, neck and shoulders pressing down. Now release the grip, extend the left leg up toward the ceiling, interlacing the fingers behind the leg. Pull the toes down as you push the heel up toward the ceiling, relaxing the neck and shoulders down. And then maybe walking the hands up higher, bringing the leg in closer if it feels appropriate for your body. Good, now bend the left knee, releasing the grip. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee and left arm out to the left. Start to bring your left knee over to the right. Good. And then start to bend your right knee and reach your right foot back as you reach your left hand to grab the right foot, coming into cat, pulling its tail. Holding for 1 minute here. As you're in the yin pose, you're attempting to achieve stillness, not just of the body, but of the mind. "20 more seconds, maybe twist a little bit deeper physically or mentally. Visualize yourself taking the deeper twist. Ten more seconds. And slowly start to come out of it. Bring the knees back to center, hands back to your knees, and take some more circles with your knees in both directions. Now begin to rock back and forth on your spine until you come to sit. Good. Straighten out the legs in front of you, and then open up your legs wide to a 90-degree angle or further if you can. Good. Bring the hands between your legs and start to fold forward over the legs. Let the head be loose. Allow the movement not to be strong. Let your body settle into the pose. Pull the toes back. Then slowly begin to make your way out of it, and then start to bring the legs toward each other. Coming into a forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Start to fold forward. You can take a yogic toe lock or reach the outside edges of your feet. If you can't grab your feet, your arms can stay alongside your legs. Roll the shoulders back and reach forward with your chest and sternum getting longer. Intense back of the body stretch from your Achilles all the way up the legs, into the hamstrings, into the lower back, stretching through the back and through the crown of the head. Begin to uncurl your spine as you come out from your forward fold. Then cross the ankles, bend the knees, come to a cross-legged seated position. Then roll over your legs to come into tabletop. bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Step the knees back a couple of inches and then tuck your toes as you lift your hips up toward the ceiling for downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet here, wiggle the hips, shake out the head, and just notice the body here. Coming to stillness in the down dog. Lift the right leg up behind you and then come into pigeon. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist, right foot over to the left as much as you can, lowering the left knee, sliding the left leg back, pulling the right hip back and left hip forward, and then fold forward over your legs, taking sleeping pigeon. Also called swan and yin. You're actively pulling the right hip back and left hip forward here. And you're actively allowing the body to sink and release into the pose. Begin to make your way out of your pigeon, walking the hands back, tucking the left toes under and pressing into downward dog. You can pedal out the feet here, wiggle the hips. Notice the difference between your two sides, if any. And then start to come to stillness in the down dog to take it to the other side. Lift the left leg up and then bring the left knee behind the left wrist, left foot to the right as much as possible, right knee down, sliding it back, and then taking your sleeping forward variation, folding over the leg, left hip pulling back, right hip pulling forward. Begin to walk the hands back. This time, sit onto your left hip and swing your right leg around and over the left leg, bringing your right foot outside of the left knee. If you need to, you can straighten out the left leg. Taking seated spinal twists, you can bring your right hand behind you, left arm up, and then twist to the right, hooking your left elbow outside of the right knee, facing toward the back of the room. Lengthening through the neck, relaxing the shoulders. Okay, now inhale, come back to center, and exhale, take a counter twist. Good, come back to the center, straighten out the legs. You can shake them out. And then cross your left ankle over your right knee and bring the right foot into your left hip if you're comfortable. Otherwise, the right leg stays straight. Bring the left hand behind you, reach the right arm up, and then twist to the left, hooking your right elbow outside of the left knee to encourage you to twist deeper. Lengthen through the spine, crown of the head reaches up, and shoulders relax. On your next inhale, begin to unwind, and on the exhale, take a counter twist. Come back to the center, uncrossing the legs, soles of your feet to the floor, and lie onto your back. Walk your feet in close toward your body. We'll do a moving bridge. Inhale, lift the hips and reach the arms up and over your head, and then exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms alongside your body. Inhale, lift the hips up, reach back. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Inhale, lift the hips, reach back. Exhale, lower hips, lower arms. Two more. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift and reach, and this time hold. The hips up, arms up. Holding for 5 breaths. Pressing the shoulders down and lifting through the chest more. Yes, pressing into the heels. Engaging the body. Slowly begin to bring it back down. Arms alongside your body, and then bring the knees in toward your chest.